Alright, what's up everyone? This video is a bit personal, bro. I've got this script. I'm doing a presentation soon, and I'm gonna talk to a bunch of young men who are young, aspiring entrepreneurs, who have already started the journey. Now, in saying that, I'm slightly ahead of them in the fact that like I've gone through recruitment, rostering, hiring, training people up. My funnels are well built. I get like 3, 4 leads a day, one qualified a day. Marketing is pretty sweet. I understand SEO optimization. I understand how to generate ads. I understand how to fucking position myself in the market, do the research, blah blah. I understand a bit about business. Alright, I can finally, after a fucking year, I'm alright. I'm alright. I get a bit. So the presentation I'm gonna do to them, I'm just gonna give you, and I hope you like it. So where was I before this all began? I used to be a little party animal. Actually, we'll go as a teenager. I did well in school. I went into the gifted and talented program, so I was smart. I could pick things up really quickly. I didn't struggle with memory. I only had to read things once and I'd remember it for the test. So I didn't really study much. But when I did, it like ensured I had good grades. So I was blessed genetically and I am super lucky. I'm the luckiest man in the world. You will see a recurring theme. Transitioned to out of high school. I turned 19, moved out of home at 18, and I went to party a lot. I was drinking, I was going out 5 nights a week, and I was still working because I was out of home. I was not studying at this period in my life. In saying that, at 19, I also began going to the gym because I got fat partying all the time and I wanted to get girls. So I figured getting a six pack would help. So I went super strict with my diet. I started tracking everything, tried everything for a long period of time, and found something that stuck, which is simply tracking my macros. Like if I knew how much I ate and how much I drank, I could lean up. And if I continued training at whatever time I did, fucking who knows? Because I barely slept. Because I was working and then going out, and I somehow had time to train. I don't. Like you can get a six pack while going out and drinking, and it's not easy and it's not healthy, but that's what I wanted, and I found a way to do it. Fast forward a bit, still a party animal. COVID hit, moved back home with my parents, and I went back to university. Well, because I went to uni, dropped out, moved out, because to live in this house, they said that I needed to be in uni. So I was like, yeah, no, I don't like uni. I went back to uni. I got a diploma in business, which is actually pretty useful, handy. I also got a certificate in fitness. Again, kind of not really useful, not gonna lie. Not with where my life has gone. But it does give me those little credibility boosts and insurance perks if I ever did start a PT business. I then started finishing my degree in business, dropped out, um, went into the industry that I worked in for like 3 years. And when I dropped out, I didn't tell my parents for a long time. It was like 6 months, and then after 6 months, because they asked, they'll be like, "Oh, how are exams?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, fuck, amazing." Like you know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, when's term break?" I'd be like, "I don't know. It's coming up." Like you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just worked in this industry for 3 years. Eventually, told them I'm dropping out. Told them my plan of starting a business. They're like, "No, go back to uni." I started the business, and now they don't care because I make a shit ton of money and my business is successful and I have a team and I'm the boss. I'm self-employed and have been self-employed full time for a while now. The business is still like young, so it's still like the first year of operations. But in saying that, there is that like little month, maybe I'd say like a 6 month lead up where you don't know what you're doing and you're figuring things out and you're just testing a bunch of different things, reading a ton of books. I was reading a book a week, watching a bunch of content, trying anything and everything. And I just didn't know how to like launch it. Fast forward to now, earn really, really good money. And yeah, my time is now whatever I want to do with it. If I want to go on trips for 2 weeks, I can because I've got the staff for it. And the systems in place. If I want to work all day, every day, I can. This week I've been pretty lazy. and it just keeps bringing in more new clients, so it's more money in my pocket, which is so sick. And then of course my staff get more work, so it's more money in their pockets as well, and that little bit of job security. So yeah, um, that's been the little journey. In saying that, yeah, I'm not gonna go into why I wanted to start a business. I feel like it's something every young man wants to do, like be your own boss. I hear everyone talk about it, but very few people do it because it is tough. Like it is easily the toughest thing I've ever done in my. I can bench 190. I can squat. What can I squat? 225 and deadlift 280 kilos. Like all those are in kilos, and I only weigh like 80 kilos on average. So I like fluctuate from 75 to around 85 if I really bulk, but around 80 kilos on average. So I train every day, and I train intensely, and I'm super fit, and I can do super tough challenges. But business is the toughest thing I've ever done in my life. Mostly because with training, it's like you can expect an outcome and you can expect a time frame. With business, you can't expect an outcome. You don't have a time frame, so you're banging your head against the wall a million times, expecting it to crack, but you never know when it's going to crack, and you never know if you've just been trying all of this shit for no reason. And that's how it is, unfortunately. So I kept going. The first irrational step I took towards the new life, just like how I used to go out 5 nights a week, find a way to start training and get abs, find a way to even fucking track macros and diet, and realize I need a killer accept deficit, and also work because I was at a home. Just like how I found a way then to party as much as I did, which is like very excessive. Like I knew 400 mils of straight vodka would be sweet for the night. 14 standards is the equivalent, and that's me like perfect. I also knew that I couldn't drink every night because my brain would get too fuzzy. So every second night was like optimal for me. And then sometimes I'd even like go Monday to Friday without drinking, and then Saturday and Sunday was when I did drink. So I could still work and train and then still enjoy the alcohol. But then two nights in a row was too much. So I was like, I loved my Saturdays. So sometimes I'd like sprinkle in a Wednesday or a Thursday. I think I ended up doing Wednesdays and Saturdays, or Thursdays and Saturdays, or like my drinking days. But I'd still go out and I'd still party and I'd still have fun. Little things like that you learn from excessive indulgence. So I took that same mindset with my business, and I've taken that same even with my training. Like I'm so particular with what I eat and so strict, and I've been tracking everything for like maybe 2 3 years now, like everything. It's not annoying to me. It's because like I prefer progress, or I like doing the things that get me what I want. And at the time, going out got me girls, so I enjoyed doing it as much as possible. And then now it's like this diet thing gets me results in the gym, which gets me a good body, which is what I want. Like I really want, and this business gets me money, and it also builds on skills that I'm gonna use forever. So it's like I've gone all in, and I've taken that obsessiveness that I do exhibit, plus the intelligence from when I was a kid, to being pretty successful in launching a company and being that obsessive and being that smart. But you realize there's a key notion my mom used to love to tell me, and it's like work smarter, not harder. But that's provided everyone around you's dumb. In business, they're all smart. Like your competition isn't the average Joe. Your competition is the millionaire next door. And he's not dumb. And he has a team. And he has a marketing budget more than you. And he has brand recognition. And he has already established himself in the markets. And he has networks that you don't even know about. So his lead flow come. He knows so much more than you that you can't fucking outcompete him. And he has that many more people and resources and leverage and time in the game that you can't win, but you have to find a way, and that's the game. And that's the game you play. So I found my way. AI, systemizing things, automating things has given me an edge. And information as well. I can move really quickly and try different things super, super quick. Big companies can't do that. They can't navigate the markets that quickly. And as technology keeps advancing at the rate it is, I'm so on top of everything. Like on my screen right now, if you could see, it's just like data research power comparison. I've got my little script here. I've got the executive assistant agents summary here, and fucking I've got um job application forms here. Like I'm so I'm so like when it comes to technology, I'm on top of it because that's my edge, and speed is my edge, and I can onboard people quickly, and I can deliver the results very fast because I understand value and I understand that equation. I understand all those things. I want to move on to the next topic. What did I do every day? What did? So the grind. So that first period of like 6 months of where nothing works, but you keep trying your hardest. I call like that the fog of war. It's because you don't know where you're going and nothing works, and you just keep spending money and like fuck. I might be a failure. I might be incompetent. I told all my friends that I was going to start a business and I was going to become a millionaire, and I actually tried my hardest, and nothing happened for a long time. I was like, shit, maybe I just can't do it. Like the competition's too fierce. It really is too tough to crack the market. And I told my dad I was going to give up, and he said no. He said he can see something there, and he said to keep going. At that point, since the alternative of giving up was taken from me, I decided to get a mentor because everything I tried on my own didn't work. Like actually tried, like me putting 100%, me my fucking intelligence, work ethic, whatever. Going to the gym, you know what I mean. I super achiever, Excel person. I couldn't do it. So I got a mentor and she told me what to do, and I did exactly what she said, and I seen the things that I was doing were correct. It's just that I was doing it in the wrong order. And the order does matter. By that I mean I had a website, I had a social media page, I was commenting on people's things, I was making posts, but that's like fine and dandy. But no one saw it. Like you know what I mean? No one saw it. And I didn't have the money to run ads. I didn't even know how to fucking run ads. I didn't know ads were a thing. I thought you like generated organic leads, organic clients. But nah, I didn't even know how to fucking make content properly at the time. Even now, I don't know how to make content properly. You look at this shitty video. But I learned it's not needed. It's not needed. She told me exactly what to do, how to get in front of the client's face. She also gave me credibility by tagging me and posting me, and she's already a well person certified in the space that I was trying to start a business in, which is the space that I worked for 3 years after I dropped out of uni. So that little boost of credibility, plus telling me what to do and how to structure my marketing and what to do first, got me my first few clients. And I was like, all right, sick. Maybe I'm not a failure. I just didn't know what to fucking do. And then she guided me through the entire system and process, and I continued to expand and build my infrastructure for everything. Started recording every single thing that I did, sales calls, marketing processes, theses, um, and then I learned to do market analysis because if you're going to market something or create a product or service, you need to know if there is demand for that thing and if it does fit in your current market environment. Like you need to know if there is a gap there. Like, do other people fulfill it? Is there a gap there? Is that something people want? And you got to test it and you got to know the data. Like now I know how many clients I can potentially get. I know how many clients my competitors have by area code, but like I know all these little statistics because it's my job to know, because that allows me to know what move or how to pivot or how to structure my marketing so people actually do want to come in the front door. And then after the fog of war is when the universe finally responded. Um, this part. So what happened? You'll probably fall into this trap. What happens is you get clients and you start working for yourself, and you realize you make way more money working for yourself than working for someone else, and then you make that transition. When you do make that transition, you realize you have a lot more time than the fuck you've ever had before, because during the fog of war and during the early stages when you only have a few clients, it's like you're working your normal job, your 9 to 5, and then you're using your 5 to 9s to work on your business. So like your whole day is taken every day, and your weekends is just as much work on the business as possible. I was the type of person to like maximize my hours on the job. So I was doing like 50 plus hour weeks every week at work, and then I'd use the rest of the time to work on my business, and that's all I did. I ghosted everyone. I didn't talk to anyone. It was literally wake up 4:30. I was in the gym, finish in the gym by 6:30. Yeah, wake up at 4:30. I was in the gym by 5:30. 5:30 to 6:30. I'd finish training at 6:30. I'd be at work at 7. I'd work 7 till 3 or longer, or 7 to 5 sometimes, or 7 to fucking 11 sometimes. And then from that 3 o'clock finish or 5 o'clock or whatever, I'd get home at 3:30, whatever time I got home, and I'd work on the business, and that was it. That was my life. If I had a short session, the gym, or got to the gym early at like 5, I'd train till 6, get to work at 6:30, and then 6:30 till 7 start working on the business, and then 7 till 3 work at the company I worked for, and then again 3 till 7 I'd work on my own business, and that was it. So yeah, when I made the transition to fully switch over, I didn't have that fucking 8 to 10 hours a day taken by someone else's company. I became lazy, and I had more money coming in than I've ever had before, and like for doing like jack shit, because you already have the clients and you're just fulfilling the requests on a recurring basis. And it was like, oh, I just played video games, upgraded some of my setup here, bought a PS5 because I didn't have one before that. Dual monitor setup, like everything here is like what I bought at that time, and I was like, yeah, this is sick. More money than ever. I didn't upgrade my car. I didn't really upgrade much. I just upgraded the things that I thought I'd need that could make me more money. Because at that early stage as well, you start being so, because you don't do anything but work. You're so careful with how you spend your money because you put that much effort that you're like, I'm not wasting this. I'm not wasting a fucking cent. Like I know I've got more money than all my friends. I'm not wasting a fucking. And they're like, oh, you make so much, man. You're fucking stingy. It's like, no, I put 10, probably 50 times the effort to make this than you. Like I understand the value of a dollar. I fucking hustled my ass off to just get paid one single fucking dollar for 6 months. For 6 fucking months. Like I understand the value of it. It is valuable, and I refuse to spend my money on things that do not serve me. And by things that do not serve me, it's like the upgrades that I did get would allow me to work quicker and allow me to expand the business in a faster rate, because I didn't have to worry about lag or worry about my laptop not being able to process fucking video editing software, like shit like that. So yeah, I didn't upgrade shit, and I continued, and I got depressed because I was playing video games all day. And then after a month, I locked back in because I was like, you know what? It's not even like the money anymore, it's the work. I genuinely enjoy working at something and improving in general. Like, that is my life goal, to just continuously improve. And I realize it's not even the work, it's the work that is the goal. It's not even the money, it's the work that's the goal. And in saying that, it's like I like to win and I don't like to lose. And it's the work that builds the man who doesn't lose. And that kind of little saying that I created, but I'm claiming that fucking shit. It took me a while to create it too. It's the work that creates the man that can't lose. Really does hold, because think of Conor McGregor when he was rising up. All he did was work, and then he got to the top, got comfortable, fuck, got smashed. And I believe business is the same. So as much as I did get comfortable, I didn't get smashed. I realized it's the work that built the man who can't lose, and I started fucking losing myself in depression. So now I just genuinely enjoy the. I like this. I like building a company. I like everything about it. I don't need any more money, but I do want to win. And the only way to win is to do more work, more strategic work smart and hard because my competition's fucking pretty fierce. Um, yeah, that would all of that is pretty useful. Actually, I think if you're a young, aspiring entrepreneur, the system. Alright, so this is a bit tactical, right? Make working easy. Your brain will try to get out of it any second it can. And when you work for a long period of time, and I mean over a year at one thing consistently, like every day, your brain will get over it and it will seek new stimulation. So, what I like to do is I like to make working easy and fun. I literally have a timer that I time how long I can stay focused for. And when I like break focus or like look somewhere else, it's like I stop the timer, restart it, and I'm trying to get new high scores. Little things like that gamify the experience. If you're in a sales call, flip it from I need this fucking sale to let's see how many rejections I can get today. And if I pump out maybe 50 rejections instead of maybe 10, along the lines, you're gonna sign off on a few clients. Like it tricks your brain to like wanting the inputs rather than the outputs. Because you can control the inputs, you can control how many people you call, you just can't control how they react. And you can't sell someone who was never meant to be sold to. Anyway, so if they're gonna buy it, they will buy. If they weren't gonna buy it, they're not gonna buy it. And if you think that you could convince them another way, you got another 49 attempts. So who the fuck cares? If you're aiming for that 50 rejections. But yeah, and then sister, like I said, I documented everything. I knew I'd be training people, and I wanted those documents on like how to do things. Yeah. And they have come in handy. Look at that, smart kid. Uh, one thing that's like underrated is don't take it all too seriously. You will get stressed out and you will burn out a couple times, and that's completely normal and fine. Give me a sec. And maybe it's just me because I've achieved a certain level of success where I can chill out now, and I do have that luxury. And I remember before I didn't, but ride with the waves. Actually, depending on what stage you are, because I remember at the start I couldn't afford to chill out or relax or just ride with it, bro. It was like, what the fuck, bro? I was angry, sad, depressed, everything at all times, man. I was like, what the fuck? Why is nothing working, man? Now I'm doing all this work, bro, for all this fucking time. I'm still going to my job. I'm getting wrecked, bro. I'm getting fucking wrecked. This is all I did. I did nothing fun for fucking ages. Ages, man. And I did work with that ferocious intensity, but that's what it took. So yeah, actually scratch that. And then if you have scaled up a bit and have a team, yeah, bro, like chill out a bit sometimes because your role changes, right? This is for those a bit more high level entrepreneurs out there. Your role starts to evolve from like you're doing everything to now I've got resources in the form of humans and capital. Where can I allocate them? Like what are we buying? Where are we putting money? How much are we spending on marketing? How much are we spending on the legal shit? Lawyers. Which direction do I want the company to take or pivot? How am I training my staff? What do I want my staff doing? Like, little things like that. How are they feeling? Are they too many hours? Do they want more hours? Like, how can I accommodate them? Little things like that. You start switching, and then you like client. Like now, I'm just like so many new clients. It's just like fucking. I have to. Yeah, one of my on my to do is tomorrow. I just have to create a company dashboard. I already have multiple CRMs for multiple things, but they're so overflowing that I'm like having to create new shit and then create automations to automatically fill those shits. Like for example, new lead. Um, I need to know what stage they're at. So like new lead, are they qualified? Have they been contacted? What touch point? What day? Have they not responded for 3 days? And then there's like an email automation sequence where it's like, what stage are they at in the email automation sequence? What stage? I'm gonna create a text automation sequence as well tomorrow. So like, what stage are they at for there? Have they responded? And then depending on the stage of the client journey, it's like, and then it's like, have they signed contract? Blah blah blah. Credit card details, whatever. I just need to know at all times because there's so many coming in. It's like now it's actually before I could track it with my head. Now it's like, all right, I need the fucking proper CRM, mate. It's too many. And then as well for the worker side, that one's sorted. I've got a nice. I use Trello for that. I don't know why I don't use Trello for. I might end up using Trello for the customer side, but I use Trello for the recruitment side. So I have like a list, and I'm like, all right, this person fits here, fits there, fits there. But onboarding and recruitment's pretty easy. There's no like journey, hey. It's just like, are you qualified? Interview, um, onboarding document, legal documents, and then training, and then you can start. That's about it. Yeah. Fuck. I went into a little tangent. Hey, so much for doing this script a million times. Yeah. Biggest thing about leadership I've learned is that it's my job to look after my staff. That's it. Like some bosses are just like, oh, I expect you, you fucking dumb cunt, you do this, you do that. Like, nah. I like to work in a way that's like, ah, what do you need? You slow down the pace this week, Sally. Is there anything I can do to help? They're probably gonna say no. They're probably gonna feel embarrassed, and then I'm gonna be like, how can we make sure you're back on track next week or tomorrow? Is there anything that needs to happen that's different? And then if she insists, I was like, all right, sweet. Then tomorrow, all right, it happened again, Sally. Something happening at home. Do you need some time off? She'll most likely be like, no, no, no. But then that little bit of guilt will like most likely usually fixes it. But I have had a couple times where it's like the pressure does get to them. But if they can't handle the pressure, I don't want you in my company anyway. Like as ruthless as that is, even though I sound like the nicest guy, it's like my job to help you out and my job to look after you. But I recruited you under the guise that you are an A player. So you can take the pressure and you will do a good job and you'll do outwork and outcompete all your other little staff member friends. That's like the mentality I have. So it's straight ruthless, but like so nice and comforting at the same time. Like I want you to win. that's that's it. But if you fucking suck, it's like you're playing for a professional soccer team. They get you the best coaches and shit. But if you suck, they kick you off the team. Like it's just like that. That's why I like how I like running my business. Because as I said, I'm competing against little fucking smart cunts with huge teams and mad budgets. So I gotta win somehow. But yeah. Um focus is so what flashes in your head when you talk about suffering? The fog of war. Nah, like the fog of war is actual so brutal. Business in general and the markets and how ruthless customers are, hey. Like when money's involved, they are fucking rude. If you suck, you will know. You will fucking know. You can't even be like, oh, I got shitty leads, or because you'll service one person and they'll never come back, and you're like, fuck, was I that shit? What area was I shit at? And they won't want to talk to you, and they won't want to do a fucking client survey. So you don't even know which area to improve. So you just have to fix everything, and it will take a while. I went through that, by the way. After the first client, he ghosted me, so I fixed everything, like everything. because I spent so much time on like marketing and getting him. But I was like, oh, bro, I have a fucking shitty product. I was like, fuck. Anyway, focus. I live like a racehorse with black. I only think about my business and the gym, and that's about it. And technology and where it's going and how it's gonna. Anything that can help my gym, I will know. I mean, my fucking business, I will know. Like anything that's like apart from that, so like what Elon and fucking Trump's doing, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't fucking care. So when people are telling me, oh, you heard about Trump? Oh, the U.S. economy, it does matter. Recessions. Like, I don't fucking care, bro. Fuck off. I don't care about your recession. I don't give a shit. Do I have clients? Are my workers happy? Are we getting the job done? Are we growing? Yeah, sweet. That's all I fucking care about. And that's it. That's it. Tell me about the recession after, alright? Like literally, if the recession somehow impacts my client's ability to pay me, we'll find alternatives. I'll start shifting. But I'm not gonna plan for something that's not fucking happening because there's too many things that go wrong anyway for me to add not fucking start stressing about shit that hasn't even gone wrong yet. Like nah, bro. Nah, I don't get about preventative. But I used to try and prevent everything, and shit still went wrong. Like shit you just can't expect. Like it's bro, it's the worst. And then a lot of shit that I did prepare or try and prevent, it never even happened. And like, yeah, be over prepared. But you could have put that focus on something else that could have grown the company. Like I've learned this now. It's like your attention does matter. So fuck off. I don't give a shit if we get another fucking COVID number 6, 9. I don't know. I don't care. I will adjust then. I will adjust then. But now I'm gonna grow as much as possible. Because if I start working on solutions for problems that don't exist, the amount of time it takes me to work on them and then grow versus if I just fucking grow, it's like yeah, like I could be here like fixing this shit and then oh let's prepare and then grow a tiny bit, or I can just straight grow here and then fix it later. Like you know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, that's what I think about focus. I only think about my business and that's it. I've been so ruthless that I've unfollowed all my friends. Like anyone that does anything fun or seemingly fun, I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. Like I'm like I just don't need to see it. And if it's anything that's gonna help the business or it's about work or ruthlessly working hard, yeah, fucking oath, bring it in. I follow those types of people, and I don't see anything that's like they're going out and partying because I am pretty young. I was like, nah, I need to see it. I need to, working is hard. Your brain already tries to trick you. Like if you've worked hard at something for a long period of time, you will know your brain is the master, master coming up with anything but doing the thing, anything. But bro, your brain's so elite, bro. It's like, oh, bro, the way my brain like wants to get out of it. So it's like I can't. I just had to create an environment or a little bubble where this is the only thing, and that's how I've gotten to where I am now. Because this is the only thing. It's like your brain's not like, oh, should I go out or should I just stay? It's like, I mean, I don't have anyone to go out with. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, should I play video games? It's like, I don't have anyone to play video games with. It's like, should I go talk to fucking so and so, catch up with the boys? It's like, I followed them on Instagram. I got no one to talk to. I guess fuck it. Let me fix up this little sales funnel on here. Let me go analyze the metrics of this ad or the creatives. Let me go test out a bunch of new different copy. Oh, bro. So yeah, and it's like it's sad in the moment, but at the same time, you're getting more done than if you did do those things. Like you know what I mean? So I've created my own little bubble of work, and it's been so helpful because you'll adjust to it. Like for example, bro, the slaves back in the day, man, they would have adjusted to it at some point. They lived through that shit. You can adjust to a fucking tiny bit of work for a couple of years. You adjust to it, like legit, like with anything. Humans are so adaptable. What an analogy, but they would, bro. You adjust to this, and I understand you need a bit of variety as well. But you get the variety from the different types of pain that you didn't know existed. Like there's the not knowing what to do pain. There's too many options. Which one's correct pain? There's the alright. This fucking client's going off their head. I gotta fix it pain. There's the this staff member fucked up big time. I gotta fix that pain. There's even the fucking everyone thinks I've changed because I don't want to talk to them type of pain. There's the criticism you will see from people where you're trying to promote your company and what you do, and people start hating on it pain. There's a am I doing this right pain? There's so many different types of pain. That's your fucking variety. There you go. There you go. Nah, realistically, bro, I still chill out sometimes. I watch anime. Like I should do, but I'm at that point now that I can chill out and everything still flows fine, which is sick. At the start, yeah, you gotta. But I still do have that bubble, and I still did eliminate alternatives. Like I full cut off everyone. I got a pretty extreme view on that. Hey, it's like I'm not even gonna say I don't want to deal with any comments. I just don't. Alright, and then so that's focus, confidence. Alright, so some would say I'm a confident person. Even to like talk to the camera, you have to be semi-confident, right? The way I speak, whatever, I'm not awkward at all. It's because you go through so much shit that you stop caring about about little things. Like remember all those types of pains I've described? You get through a certain amount and then suddenly it's like you just realize it doesn't matter. Like you just stop caring, and in stopping caring, you stop being scared. So you're just like, I'm just gonna continue doing everything that I've done that I didn't know how to do, and embarrass myself in front of all these people. I'm just gonna continue that because there's how else am I gonna learn? How else? Like when you're doing new things, you don't know how to do it. You know your shit, and it sucks and it's embarrassing, and people are gonna see you do it because it's your fucking business, and then attach money to it, and they're gonna see you fail and be a fucking shit company for a while, and you're like, damn. Man, I don't want to go through this, but you will. But yeah, and then you get used to it, and you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm just fucking incompetent. You realize you're incompetent in so many ways, and you're like, you know what? I'm actual so dumb. I don't know anything. Please tell me. I literally, please tell me. And then yeah, you become like a little confident, humble person because you've been smashed that many times that you're like, I don't know anything. I will never claim to know anything. I've been smashed in so many different ways that I can't count and I can't fucking predict. It's like, all right, I get it. I suck. I get it. I got it. I suck. And then you keep getting smashed the more. You're like, yeah, I suck even worse than I thought. Damn, I didn't know I sucked in that way. Fuck. That's the new type of sucking. But when it comes to like talking to people, it's like, nice to meet you. How are you? Are you good? I don't know. Confidence is like built from that. When you get over those periods, okay, yeah. When you get over those periods of sucking, you can look at the path behind you and how difficult it was and how much pain you did go through. So you can look confidently and smile and just know you're gonna get through it. Like that's where that confidence comes from. Because of the path behind you, not because of the path in front. So I think this is Elon or Alex. They were like, I'm confident not because of what lies in front of me, but I'm confident because of the path that lies behind me. It's like I've been through that much shit. It's like nothing can phase me. If I can get through that, I can get through this. That's about it.